Let's go. Yeah, everybody. Yeah, yeah, everybody now. Yeah, everybody. Yeah, yeah, everybody now. Let's go. Yeah, everybody. Yeah, yeah, everybody now. Can we mix? Everybody. Yeah, yeah, everybody now. Let's go. Yeah, we living in the now. Yeah, yeah.
Ask them if you can hear me.
Yeah.
Wow. We got a nice crowd tonight. Yeah, man. I left just about as many people at my apartment as we have here tonight, but that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Go ahead, turn your phones off. You know, we're going to have a good night. Thursday Night Live, we're back here every third Thursday of the month. We're right here. You too can come down and have fun with us. We have a lot of funny, entertaining people tonight, so I'm just going to just say a couple things and I'm out of here. Okay? It's been hot lately. Have y'all noticed that? It's so hot, I was at Target the other day, and I saw the devil himself waiting in line to buy an air conditioner. That's how hot it was, folks. What else is in the news? I saw where Derek Fisher and Matt Barnes got into a fight. Did y'all hear about that? Ex-Laker player and coach, they got into a fight. Did y'all hear about that? Apparently, the rest of y'all don't watch TV, so I'll move on. The debates, did y'all see the debates with the candidates? I was watching the Cartoon Network and the Republican debate broke out, folks. That's how bad it's been. Is that my phone? Oh, I think I'm being text, so I'm not going to stay long. Okay, here's how it is. I'll be your host. Okay, we have a lot of talent coming up here tonight. I'm going to bring up your first performer. This young lady, I know her very well. She comes all the way from, where did you say you were from again? At New York. She's from New York, folks. She drove in from New York tonight. Give it up for the very talented Miss Nancy Bellany. Really?
Hey, man, Jeff, you were talking about topical stuff, things in the news. The Pope was here last month, right, in the United States, guys? You guys are aware of that, right? And there was this lady from Indiana who had a baby who had Down syndrome, and she said she let the Pope hold the baby, and after the Pope held the baby was cured. Like, I like the Pope to touch my credit report. You know what I'm saying? Sure, sister need a house. Tired of that predatory lending. Who else? Oh, it's NFL season. T.O., Terrell Owens was in the news also a couple of weeks ago. He was in Starbucks, and there was this guy. He got into an argument with the guy, and the guy called him the N-word. And when the news reporter came and interviewed the guy, he said, "Did you call T.O. the N-word?" He said, "No, I didn't call him the N-word because I said the N-word that ended with the letter A, not the N-word that ended with the letter R." I'm like, that's some crazy psycho stuff. That's like calling a woman a whore and then saying, well, the E is silent. That made no sense, you know? And speaking of racism, I ran into a lady in my neighborhood the other day. She said, "Girlfriend, don't take it personal, but ever since black people moved into the neighborhood has gone down." I'm looking at her like, "Girl, don't you see the chocolate on my skin?" But I said, "Sister, do you know that I have 2 kids that attend a prestigious university on scholarship?" She said, "Academic?" I said, "Yeah, academic, not athletic." And then this brother comes by with his dog. I said, "Brother Tyrone, you know I got 2 kids in college on scholarship?" He said, "You got them 2 kids in college on scholarship? Oh, man, that's my dogs, man. Let me get 2 tickets to the game." Like, okay. Anyway, I want y'all to have a good time tonight. My name is Nancy Bellany, and keep it going for Mr. Jeff Hodge.
Can I have some tickets for the show too? For the game too? What your kids play? What sport they play? Pumpkin weave. Oh, okay. I'll go see that. Man, I know. I hate that. I hate when people like the stereotypes. One time I was doing a show. I was in Houston. I was doing a show, and it was like around the Christmas holidays, and I had on my it was like formal. So I had on like a black and black pants, white shirt, and I pull up and I get out, and and I'm standing there trying to figure out what. It was at the Ritz-Carlton in Houston, and I'm trying to find my way around. I'm asking them, and some white guy just walked up and told me to park his car. So I'm driving around in this Mercedes, right? And like, Okay, your next performer. I've been hearing about this guy all night. Okay, he's a good entertainer. We do poetry, right? He does poetry. Give it up for the very talented Mr. Marcellus.
How y'all be being? Y'all all right? Y'all straight? On my way up here today, I was looking at a young lady, and her booty was wide and $11 watermelon. I mean, the booty looked like two midgets in a pillowcase rattling. And so I stepped to her. I said, look here, baby, you know something? I sure like your style. Say, what I'm going to do, let me tell you, what you mean I'm too old? I tell you what, we'll play first one holler got to pay. That ain't going to work for you? Well, wait a minute. Let me tell you this. I want to take you out. When can I come for you? Okay, since that ain't working, I tell you what, take my card, call me, because my number works just like money all the time. But I'm going to do a little poem for you called Cutie with the Booty on Duty. The piece goes something like this, and I'm going to get into the piece. Recently, I met one, Miss Dreamy Divine, a smooth, sassy, double dime. That's a 20. I knew she was a pet milk baby akin to the Hershey factory because God know he blew fine and some pretty chocolate behind. I love you little dainty silk sheet nymphs because every time you see a mattress, you start huffing and puffing, especially when 40 turns fine into a woman. Told me her name was Anita Moe. Right away, she needed $400. Come on in here. Right away, she needed $400. Laid both hands below her navel, between her thighs, signifies, Pops, if you want to hit this. I spit, girl, I ain't got eye water to cry with. The doctor took me off money and prescribed stealing, and I ain't stole nothing today. But don't blame me. It's not my fault because you fine. I want to put yours on mine. As them youngsters say, get it in. You look like a little flower. You need plucking. Can I get some coochie coupons? A senior citizen discount? We spent my wallet at a 10-star oceanfront restaurant. Girl, I wish you had told me no before you ate up that $100 worth of fish sandwiches. Because I wanted to introduce your Whopper to a $5 foot long. Girl, I know we could make a hell of a chocolate shake. Yeah? Thank you. Wait a minute.
Wow, I can do that poetry thing. I'm like one of them, one of those lame poets, the roses are red kind of guy kind of thing. I mean, one time this girl pissed me off, and I wrote this poetry. Roses are red, carnations are black. If you don't leave a number, I can't call you back. Stuff like that. That's what I do. I can't do all that. Girls. Oh my God. So I'll just do the joke. Okay. How you ladies did y'all? Was it working? Oh, dude, it's working, dude. Grant, Marcellus. The girls. Well, I'm his wingman, so it's two of y'all. I'm his wingman, so I can get one of them foot long. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. Okay, your next performer. I know this young lady. She came all the way from India to be here tonight. From India. Give it up for the very talented Miss Mancy May. I can never say your last name, Mancy. Just tell them what it is. Eminem. I'm gonna call you Eminem from now on. Eminem. Yeah. Eminem, folks.
Thank you, Jeff. Hi, I'm Mansi. I am Indian and I'm legal. Legally challenged. Yeah. Well, let's make this Indian thing clear. I am the red dot Indian, not the feathered Indian. Yeah. For those of you who don't know, women in India put a red dot who are married, and I have one. I just didn't put it on today. Yeah. You know how you guys, you girls do it with the ring? Take it off when you want to go to a club? I do that with my red dot. Yeah, you know what I'm talking. Sir, are you rich? Well, if you are, then I'm not going to put my red dot. If you're broke, I'm going to put it back. Yeah. You tell someone you're an Indian, they automatically think you work at a call center. I don't. I'm an engineer. I fix computers at the call center. I'm stuck. It's amazing how people think engineers can fix anything. Anything. They said, fix my bulb. I came here, they're like, fix our sound system. This lady came to me, like, can you fix my husband? What? I'm not a miracle worker. And then she's like, ma'am, I can give you $200. Now I can get some Dr. Phil in me. Yeah. So we Indians created Kama Sutra. For those of you who don't know, it's an instruction guide with all those crazy sexual positions. Yeah. And it's not many. I was very disappointed. It was just 64. Yeah. I've myself tried 50. I came here to get a partner for the rest. No. Yeah. Yes, I'll meet you outside. My parents wanted me to get married to an Indian guy, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna be dating an Indian guy for some 40 cows. I at least deserve 80 cows and some goats. And I hate dating Indian men. They're just too hairy. Every time I go down on them, I have to floss. Yeah. And if you didn't get it, it's a blowjob reference, sir.
What about Jamaican guys? I'm an island. You date island guys? All right, I might have a shot. See, man, shave guys. If you hair, you shave. Girls don't like that. Wow. Kama Sutra. 64 positions? Woo. Okay.
Thank you, guys. So my wife has 5 gym memberships. I don't have 5 gym membership type of money, but she still has them. And they're not like real gyms. They're all the gimmick gyms where you like surf on a ball or dance on a bike. And now she's doing cat yoga. That's the new one. It's the most LA thing ever. And cat yoga, what they do is they take the instructor, get rid of him, replace him with a cat, and you just do whatever the cat does. Just a whole hour of like, we're going to start off with some claw stretchies. We're going to stretch it all out. Then very gingerly, we're going to take our hind leg and throw it over our heads. Just throw it all the way over and lick ourselves clean. Then we're going to bring it all down, tuck all our limbs up underneath our bodies, and take a series of 17 4-hour naps. And if anybody else walks in the room, we're going to look to the side like we're better than them. And then from a seated position, we're going to leap on top of an 8-foot-tall cabinet. Just leap all the way up there. That's where all my money's going. I've learned being married, there's a couple things. Like, one is there's a double standard, and it goes like this. I'm not allowed to get hit on ever, but my wife requires it. Like I can tell her she's pretty all day. No, she needs third-party verification. I'll tell you, I feel sorry for single dudes now. It's like, single guys can't even talk to a woman in real life anymore. They can't talk to a woman without swiping on their phones. Like, what's going to happen when Skynet comes and kills all the phones? You're not going to know how to talk to women anymore, man. Like, I got my woman the old-fashioned way without the internet. I picked out the one I wanted with confidence. And then I waited until she was weak from a breakup, and then I pounced. That's how a man does it. That's man stuff. I'll tell you, I get pissed off every time I see this ad for the Everest movie, because I had one of these jackass adventure CEOs, and he told us that every person that climbs Everest, it costs $200,000. He told us that right before he went to go. And he also told us that this year, no raises. No raises for anybody. Like, What are you talking about? Like, he went to do that, and it gets worse because, like, he climbed Everest in the douchiest way possible. He said in an announcement before he went to go climb the mountain, he said, "I'm doing this to raise awareness for African poverty." I was like, that's a new level of rich. You can just go do the crazy jackass thing you're going to do anyway and be like, "You like that? It was for the Africans. You're welcome." And on his trip, 2 Sherpas died carrying his stuff. Just died. So that means in his crazy, like, rich guy mindset, he was like, "Well, I want to help some poor minorities over here, but the only way I can figure to do it is by killing a couple over here. Well, I guess you got to break a few eggs." Like, no, you don't. Like, you could have just given the Africans the $200K. You could have stayed home, given us raises, and 2 Sherpas would have lived. He's like, "No, I can't figure out how to do that. That's crazy talk." I just imagine, like, when they fell through the crevasse, he was just leaning over the side, like, "The Africans, thank you. Like, don't land on my iPod."
I'm glad Kenny G couldn't make it. We got better here. Man, I'm telling you, boy, I wish I could play an instrument, man. The musicians get all the girls, you know. They can, this song's for you, babe. Comics can't do that. We can't go, this joke's for you. Two hookers walk into a bar, right? We can't do that. Not the same, folks. It's just not the same. Anyway.
Tina, what's up? How are you? I'm just feeling a little full right now. So it's hard to, hey, this thing's stuck. I can't bend over to get it. Okay. Yeah, no, the reason I'm so full is because one of the guys I'm dating, he got me a big box of edible panties. God, they were so delicious. I love the cherry flavored one. I ate all the smalls, then I ate all the mediums, then I smoked a little something, and then I ate all the larges. I was so hungry, guys. I've been trying to lose weight this year. Just kidding. I didn't really try. I joined the gym January 1st, and I was so excited. I was like, yeah, I'm going to work out, and I was so pumped up. And then January 2nd, I canceled it. It is so hard, right? You feel me? Like, I mean, I was at the gym on the treadmill, just, you know, working out, and I'm like, it smells so good. Oh my gosh, it's me. You know how they say you are what you eat? Thick Latinas, we smell like the good carne asada. You gotta take it off the skewers with the pineapple, al pastor. We smell like al pastor. We are delicious. It's amazing, right? East LA, what's up? No, one of the perks of being a BBW is that I get to park in the expected mother spot, and then I just walk out like that. So I can keep, you know, being lazy and not have to walk that far. Because it takes a lot of money to look this good, guys. I spend all my hard-earned unemployment. Because I got to keep filling out applications and going out for jobs that I know I can't get so they can keep paying me. I go out for acting jobs because I know I won't get those. I applied for Boeing because I know with my GED, they're not going to freaking hire me. Yeah, but if you work there, shh, I'm not getting paid, remember? This is a hobby. It's a hobby. Know anybody out here dating? Any single people dating? Hell yeah. That one person claps. Everybody else is married? Happily married? Really? I don't believe you liars. No, yeah, I tried dating, so I went online, the new way guy that met his chick the old-fashioned way. Yeah, and I met this guy, and he's like, oh, I can take you out for dinner. And he insisted, order C3. So I ordered it, the bill comes, and then he tells me, oh, can you pay this? I'm like, EDD, hashtag, I'm broke. I can't afford this, it's $16 I don't got. So he gives the guy his card, and then the little chinito comes back, he's like, sir, we don't take EBIT. That's EBT for you rich people. Food stamps, they don't pay for Chinese food, right? After that, I was like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't mess with dudes. Maybe I'm gay. I don't know. Let me find out. So I went out with a girl, and then I was so confused because now, like, who's going to pay? And then I thought, no, go back to the old-fashioned way. So I just hang outside of Home Depot because those guys want love. They want to get married, but they already have another family. Ugh. So that's, you know, but I met a guy, his name was Juan. I'm like, dude, you're wonderful. And then I saw his little chorizo, and I was like, you're not the Juan.
We're going to get live tonight, not Lamar Odom live, okay? But we're going to have some fun. By the way, does anybody know where Bill Cosby was when that went down? I mean, I'm just saying, drugs and sex, you got to know where Bill was. I'm just saying. I just moved out to L.A. From down south. It's a lot different because down south, like black people and white people, they don't mix. They kind of just have their own ways. So when I got out here, it was a little bit different for me because, I think it was Whole Foods, and this white lady just walked up to me. She's like, excuse me. And I was like, whoa, hold on. I had to think, am I on probation? Am I on parole? No. Maybe is she child support? And she was like, no, I just want to know, can I touch your hair? Oh my gosh. I want to know what that feels like. Are those real? What are those? Are those braids? And I was like, wait. Okay. Can I touch your breasts? Oh my God. Are those real? I just want to squeeze your nipples. Oh my goodness. I recently got divorced, and the worst thing about that is, you know, you got to put yourself back out there. And I found out I have this like fetish, like I got this thing for ghetto girls. And I don't know where I got it from, but I found myself in the welfare office for like 4 hours at a time filling out fake food stamp applications just to talk to these ghetto girls. I know the ladies were like, why the fuck is Daffy Duck trying to get food stamps? This makes no sense. I just wish they had ghetto light. You know, I want all the ghetto booty, all that ghetto freakiness, but none of the roaches. It's terrible because you can actually catch roaches from a girl that you are sleeping with. And I'm not going to tell you how I know that, but it's terrible. You got to watch out for ghetto girls, too, because they run game. You know, I was with this girl, and we were both butt naked in the bed. We about to do it. And she's like, oh, wait, I can't. I'm too stressed. I'm like, wait, hold on. We're naked. So, oh, my light bill's due. They're going to turn my lights off tomorrow, and I just can't do it. I reached and grabbed my wallet so fast. I was like, how much is the light bill? She said, $80. I paid it on the spot. And as soon as we were done, I felt taken advantage of. So I went to Walmart, and I bought a bunch of those debit cards that got your name on it. And a couple weeks later, I'm with another girl. And she did the same thing. Oh, my God, I'm so stressed. We just can't do this. I said, why? She said, my phone bill, they're going to cut it off tomorrow. I said, you know what? I took out a debit card. I laid it on the night table. I said, baby, you hold on to that. And tomorrow morning, you can pay your phone bill. And don't worry about it. I'll come get the debit card afterwards. She was, I mean, we did some freaky stuff that night. It was wonderful. I left, and the next morning about 9 o'clock, she called me up. She said, you bastard. There was 53 cents on the debit card. I said, bitch, how you calling me? They're supposed to have cut off your phone. What are you doing? Damn phone company, when this comes to me, you have my phone cut off instantly.
I got to keep that in mind. I've never heard of the roaches thing, in case you don't know, but I have to take that into account. Go to the place where you got roaches at your place. Sorry, I can't date you. Oh, you got a job? Okay, let's go to a motel. Come on, pay for the room. No EBET cards. Is that how you say it, Jackie? EBET? EBET? Okay. You know they take EBT cards at the strip club. That's all the guys are going, really? Okay. Yeah, I want a lap dance, please. Let me swipe. I'm kidding. I don't know if they take it. I'm just saying.
All right. Hello, Pasadena Live. Yeah. Hey, love this. Right. It's my first time doing this for a while. And this is a spoken word on faith, hope, empowerment. It's actually an adaptation from a jazz song called Start Over. So here we go. Take a step back. Turn around. Look at the world you've let down. My, such a disgrace. The damage is done. You can't replace. These are the things the enemy will tell you. These are the things your mind will say. These are the thoughts that will leave you hopeless. These are the times you say, no way, no way, there is no way. But as long as God still has you breathing, if your heart's beating, you can start all over again. Goodbye, sorrow. You can start all over again. Hello, tomorrow. You can start all over again. Wake up to the perfect sun. The long night is over. A new day has begun. The Holy Spirit inside of you is setting you free. Goodbye, sorrow. Hello, tomorrow. Everything can change if all our things are new. Everything's going to work out right, just like we prayed it would. Oh, yes, a miracle is making, and God is working it for your good. Goodbye, sorrow. Hello, tomorrow. You can start all over again. Thank you.
Goodbye, tomorrow. Do it, man. I got to work on my poetry, man.
My name is Chris Griffil. I'm 30 years old. I'm African American. Below the waist, you guys. Below the waist. That's right. I'm messing around. I'm really not 30 years old. I'm Filipino. Yeah. And believe it or not, I'm not a nurse. Okay? I'm a mail order bride. Okay? I look real good in red heels. No. Messing around, you guys. I know we hear all the stereotypes, right? We're all nurses. Okay, maybe that's true. We all like karaoke. My friend asked me the other day, hey, I heard Filipinos, you guys eat dogs. You know what, let's set the record straight, okay? Not all Filipinos eat dogs, okay? We eat cats too. The two-legged kind, ma'am. Yeah, the two-legged kind. That's right. Please stop staring at my pants. You too, sir. So I'm single, you guys, yeah? Hard to believe, I know, young stud like me. I get the same reaction from old ladies with cataracts. They're like, oh my God, you are cute. Let me take a look. Oh, never mind. So I'm on all the dating websites, you guys. Plenty of Fish, eHarmony, Tinder. Yeah. My coworker actually found a lot of success on meetanninmate.com. That's right. Meetanninmate.com. True story. And I was worried for his life. And he said, no, look, bro. I met a tall, beautiful blonde. She said she lives in a gated community. I said, yeah, that's because she's in prison. Whatever, man. You are just jealous. Just jealous. She's looking for a long-term relationship. I said, okay, so how long are you willing to wait? 10 years? Depending on behavior? No, man. You know what? You are just jealous because she sends me love letters. I said, oh, yeah? Well, how come it always comes in tubes? It smells like ass. I'll let you soak that in for a minute there.
It comes in tubes? Really? What the hell was that about? Just for the record, is it how many times you been on stage?
This stage?
In any stage?
This is my first time.
This is your first time. And where did you learn to be funny?
From you, coach.
He's one of my students in my comedy class. Give it up for Chris and Nancy in my comedy class. You two can be funny. And I didn't tell him the part about the ass thing. I don't know where he got that from. I got to ask him about that. What the hell? I like the red shoes. Huh? But just so you know, I'm a Crip, so you have to take those off.
Excuse me. I'm from the south side of Chicago originally. You try to get them. That's all I'm saying. Speaking of being from the south side of Chicago, I moved to California back in 2001, and I always got the exact same questions. Women always ask me, do you know Oprah Winfrey? Yeah, I know Oprah Winfrey. We're best friends. Me, her, and Gail. We hang out all the time. No, I don't know Oprah Winfrey. If I knew Oprah Winfrey, would I be in this dump? I mean, no offense. Now, that's the women. The men always ask me, did you know Michael Jordan? Of course I know Michael Jordan. I'm the one that taught him that jump shot. I'm the one that told him, you got to stick your tongue back in your mouth. That'll look weird. I also advised them, why don't you try baseball? All my ideas can't be great. Sorry about that. So that's, when people find out I'm from Chicago. But when I go home to Chicago, my family and friends will ask me, do you know any famous people in California? Yeah, I do. Do you know Tom Cruise? Yeah, I do. And you know what? He is really tiny. He's actually in my purse. He's taking a nap. Otherwise, I'd wake him up and let you meet him. But Tom gets really annoyed when he doesn't get his full 8-hour nap in.
I'm gonna leave you, woman, before I commit a crime. I'm gonna leave you, woman, before I lose my mind. You tried so hard to kill me, but woman, it just wasn't my time. You put poison in my coffee instead of milk and cream. You put poison in my coffee instead of milk and cream. You're the meanest woman that I ever see. Yeah. Gonna leave you, woman, before I commit a crime. I'm gonna leave you, woman, before I lose my mind. You tried so hard to kill me, but woman, it just wasn't my time. You mix my drink with a can of Red Devil Eye. You mixed my drink with a can of Red Devil Eye. Then you sat back and watched me, hoping that I would die.
I just want to ask you, Mike, where you meet these women at? They're trying to kill you and stuff? Stop dating women that you meet off of Snap, the TV show, okay? That's one of the questions I ask. Have you ever been on Snapped? If you've said yes on that box, I do not date you.
I grew up in San Bernardino at a time when there were no Indian people there. So I'm used to my name being pronounced all kinds of funny ways, like you terrorist son of a bitch, which if you spell out the name and like don't pronounce the accents, I get it. I get it. But as an Indian man, I feel like I'm never really allowed to complain about racism because Indian people are some of the most racist people on the planet. Monty, you know what I'm talking about, right? Indian people are so racist. Like, we're racist against each other. Like, when I was growing up, my parents used to say, Saurabh, you have to marry not only an Indian girl, but an Indian girl from like this part of India. Got, like marriageable age and didn't get hitched. And they go, okay, we'll tell you what. You can marry someone from North India or South India, okay? Any part of India is fine, right? And that's when I realized the best way to get rid of Indian racism is just to push off marriage as long as possible. But then I got a little bit older and I still wasn't married. And then they said, look, just get a Mexican girl pregnant and give us a grandbaby, all right? Which is still racist, but hashtag progress, right? Guys, I turned 36 this summer. No. It's because here's the thing, 36 is it's not old, but it's not young either, right? So I try to make myself feel better by saying, yeah, I'm 36, but I look heroin 30, Like, I feel like meth addict 25. I did actually end up getting married. And married this beautiful, intelligent, Ivy League educated woman. I have no idea what she's doing with me. Very lucky guy. But she says the dumbest things sometimes, like the dumbest things, right? Like, she has this friend, let's just call her Lisa, right? And she always is talking about Lisa. And she's like, man, Lisa is such a bitch. And can you believe this bitch Lisa? And oh my God, I can't believe what a bitch Lisa is. And I get tired of hearing it, And I say, look, babe, like, you're such a smart woman. Can we talk about something else besides Lisa? And she gets upset because I'm not taking her side. And she says, well, what do you want to talk about? And my go-to answer always is astrophysics. I don't know anything about astrophysics. I just know it makes her upset because it's a smart-ass thing to say. And what does my smart wife say back to me? She goes, well, what do you want to say about astrophysics? Do you want to talk about how 9.81 meters per second squared doesn't apply outside the Earth's gravitational pull because the Earth is expanding and the universe is expanding? And then I say, man, Jupiter is such a bitch. Thank you. You guys have been great.
How's everybody doing? Well, I'm Lady Mac, and as I tell people, I don't hold anything back. Isn't that something? Yeah. Anybody here 50 or over? Woo! Well, some people not admitting it, about 5 or 6 of y'all was over 50. You just don't want to say it. But anyway, now that I'm 50, I can't see close up, but I can see far away. So I tell people, and if I could see close up, I wouldn't have married my husband. And the way it looks like, some of you guys shouldn't have married your husband either. Oh, you feel me back there, especially with the hat? Anyway, too, I had this husband, right? It wasn't the best marriage, but we was going on a trip, and in order to get the trip, like the discount, we had to take separate airlines. So I said, okay, well, I'll take the American airline, and you take the Malaysia airline. Oh, you get that one, yeah. He says, well, why I got to take the Malaysia airline? I said, well, you have more things in common, because when things get tough, you just disappear. Whoops, over your head, yes. Anyway, everybody knows LA is expensive to live out here. Anybody live in LA? Anybody know? Well, I'm new to the area, was new to the area, and it costs so much to live out here. So I had to get my roommate. And yes, I got him off Craigslist. Am I familiar with Craigslist? And they say, my friends back home say, well, aren't you afraid to live with that man that you don't even know? Don't you know they had the Craigslist murderer and they made a Lifetime movie about it? I said, well, yeah, but his victims were skinny, white, and blonde hair. But look at me, I'm safe. Then he said, well, they put that woman in the back of a trunk. I said, yeah, but it would take him and 2 other men to get me in the back of a trunk. Yes, and also, too, about here, let's go. Oh, here, I'm a comedian. I got some comedians in the house, right? We'll do this real quickly. So we was going the other day in, what was that? Hollywood. We were going to a club. And see, I didn't know these guys. And I'm always telling my daughter, you don't get in no car with no men you don't know. But so I wasn't thinking about this. I'm in the car with 3 black men, okay, going in Hollywood. I don't know these people. I'm saying, okay, there's comedians and we going to the set. Okay, but then the police are behind us. I'm like, oh my goodness. If they pull us over, what am I going to say? You know, I don't know them, and their names were, what was their name? It was Bo, Sticks, and Taco. I was like, if they pull us over, I don't know what I'm going to say. You know what? I'll just say that I'm going to a revival, and I'm taking you guys with me.
I'm a big rap fan. It's pretty much all I listen to. My friends think that's hilarious. And I get it. I know it's because I look like I own NPR. But it's 2015. We can stop pretending that hip hop is this quirky underground movement. Not sure if you've noticed, but they played Jay-Z for transition music on NPR. It won. It's the music of our day. So it's no longer funny for a guy like me to be a rap fan. It's only funny if a guy like me is a rapper. That I get, because rappers are supposed to be dangerous. No one's ever heard MC Mastakilla and then pictured this. This is not a best-selling album right here. This is if Tom Hanks had another rapping son. Even worse than that first rapping son of his. And by the way, if you didn't know Tom Hanks had a rapping son, I'm sorry to inform you of the world we live in. But you can look him up. He's Chet Hayes on YouTube. Just a word of warning, then you're going to want to clear the palate, maybe look up a good therapist after. Couldn't be a rapper. The only way anyone would buy me as a rapper is if I had if I was like a novelty act with one of those weird names like Andre 3000. But I think if I went in that direction, the best I could be would be SPF 3000. Because I go harder than the sun. Yes, sir. Or I could just keep my name actually and be a rapper in Russia. I think people would buy that. My last name, Lebetkin, is Russian, actually, and it translates to the perfect rap name. I'm not making this up. I found out that in Russia, I am the rapper Lil Swan. Yeah. Honk, honk, motherfucker. Lil Swan in the pond. Yeah, maybe little, but I got a big old pecker. Honk, honk. Guys, I'm a honky. That's what that's trying to get across. I do have one big pet peeve with all of the rap I'm hearing right now on the radio these days. I'm kind of sick and tired of hearing rappers talk about all of the sex they're having with my girl. Turn it on, you'll hear what I mean. They're like, I have sex with a girl at the club. I have sex with a girl at the crib. I think they got to be careful what they wish for, because even if my girl did want to have sex with the rapper, he would not want to have sex with her because she's 30 years old. And there's nothing wrong with that to me. But for a rapper, it's a little too age appropriate. The only time I hear rappers talk about women 30 and up is when they're talking about an independent, opinionated woman who has a job and can take care of herself, also known as a woman. And I hardly think that she's going to want to sleep with you when your big move is to compliment her on being functional. But that's just me. I'm a dumbass quacker. What do I know?
I'm the king of rock. See, I'm from the old school with the, Run DMC, and that's the only rap. So I don't know all this new stuff. Can't do it, man. Calvin Klein's no friend of mine. I don't want a white name on my behind. Remember that, guys? Back in the day, it was fun. Now you gonna do a little rap, you got to put on like a bodyguard and all this crap here. It's like, I don't want to do that.
You guys know who Howard Stern is, right? Well, they say that he really lives up to his name when it comes to making love. He's so stern about it that he just designed a new extra vajayjay surgery for women. If the other one goes flat, he inserts this thing in you surgically, and every 5 minutes it says, "Thank you, Jesus. Thank you." So make sure you ladies look out for that on the internet, the new Sternology. I met this guy one time, and he asked me for a date, and I said, okay, I'll take it. I said, but I'm celibate. He says, well, how much are you selling your butt for? I mean, I was so embarrassed, but I mean, he just went to like 7th grade or something, so you couldn't expect too much. And I ran into this other dude, and he told me that he was a Rasta. His braids came down to his waist, looked real good, real fresh. And he said that he was going to go to church with me. And I said, cool. So I had to persuade him to wear shoes, because he went all through his adulthood not wearing shoes. So we went to church, and he studied, and he said, I'm going to go once a week. So he started going to church once a week. So they had this big potluck dinner after church, and they had like mixed greens with smoked turkey wings and Oh God, it made instead of the Jolly Green Giant saying ho ho ho, he said, "Give me some mo." And then we had this peach cobbler pie, deep dish peach cobbler. It was just the bomb, man. And the only thing they know about in the church is peach cobbler about Pillsbury is burying somebody with some pills. They don't know none about everything's made from scratch. And the macaroni and cheese was just melt in your mouth. I mean, you couldn't tell where the cheese began and the macaroni ended. And the only thing they think about Hamburger Helper is to help her out of the kitchen. So he told me, he says, "Oh, this food is so good." He says, "But it's potluck." He says, "Where's the pot?" I said, "No." I said, "It's church dinner." I said, "In church, you're lucky to get some food." So he says, "I don't like that." I said, "If it was pot, if they served pot in church, they'd have standing room only. After church, you wouldn't be able to get a seat anywhere." So he says, "I wish that I could bring Moses back." And I said, "Why?" He says, "Because Moses got to see that burning bush, and he heard God talking to him. He could see God." I said, "Well, I don't know what it smelled like or looked like, but he said that he saw God when he smoked. So I can't bring that back. You can talk to the pastor about it. He might try to go, back in history and bring it back." So then he went on and on and on. And I said, "I wish I could bring Jesus alive." And he says, "Why?" He says, "Because Jesus could raise people from the dead." And then I said, "Well, yeah, I'd like to raise my dead husband up." I said, "Because he owes me about $300,000 in child support and alimony." I'd bring him back to life. And then another time we were going to go to another church, and I said, "Let's go to this Methodist church." And so we went, and after church was over, he says, "Methodist church, where's the meth?" I said, "No, this is a church, not a party," once again. Then we were going to go to this Christian Scientist church, and he came out of church when I picked him up. He came out to go. He had on this white jacket, doctor's jacket, and scientist stethoscope and the telescope. I said, "Christian Science Church." I didn't say that they were scientists. He didn't know. And then one other time he says, "Let's go to the 7-Day Adventure Church." I said, "That's not 7-Day Adventure, it's 7-Day Adventist." And he came out and he had a scuba diving suit on and everything else. I said, "No, you have to listen carefully when it comes to church." Well, I'm going to get off of this now and let you guys have it. Thanks so much, Jeff. I like your show.
All right. Here we go. If Jesus were here today, would he want to go surfing, take friends to the beach on any given day? Or would he come to California, try to, or hang 10 on Waimea Bay? Do you need to use a surfboard when you can walk upon the water, surfing? Whoa, surfing with Jesus, surfing. Whoa, surfing with Jesus, surfing. Whoa. If Jesus were here today, would he want to go surfing? Do you think that he would play beach volleyball? Wear a neat pair of sandals and a cool set of shades. Got it all figured out 'cause he knows all. Let's go down to the beach house. He'll turn some water into wine. Surfing, whoa, surfing with Jesus, surfing, whoa, surfing with Jesus, surfing, whoa, whoa. If Jesus were here today, would he wanna go surfing? Would he have a computer in his home? Or would he send email messages from a Wi-Fi zone? Or use live stream or text on a cellular phone? Hey dude, let's pick up a pizza and then check out the World Wide Web. Surfing, whoa, surfing with Jesus, surfing, whoa, surfing with Jesus, surfing, whoa.
Mr. Nice Wanda, thank you for doing a hell of a job.
Thank you.
You're scaring the crap out of our attorneys because we don't have any. Obamacare doesn't cover all this. So try not to fall anymore. Oh, okay. One more time, big it up for Mr. Nice Wanda, folks. Wow. You got comedy even when there wasn't comedy. Well, y'all had fun? Glad y'all did, because that's our show. We're going to be back here again next month, November 20th, right here Thursday. If you think you got talent, if you don't even know if you have talent, come on down. We'll give you a shot right here, Thursday Night Live. Thank you all. Good night.